Welcome back to Sawyer's Farm. I'm Jacob. Today we are going to be making a, I guess what you could say, a butchering station for our meat chickens. We're going to be processing our meat chickens here really soon. And so what this is going to be is going to be a stand, and then we have, they call it a kill cone. You stick the chicken in there, and then that's how you process it. The kill cone is going to go on this stand. And I'll show you the design and everything later. We're going to be building it, but I really wanted to make it out of the cedar because I like the way it looks, and it's going to last long because it's probably going to be outside for a while. And you know, lumber here for treated wood and non-treated, I mean, it's very kind of scarce right now. So we have this mill. Why not just mill it up out of here? And we're not going to need a whole lot. I've already done a little bit of the milling, so I don't need to do a whole lot right now. But I think it's going to be a really cool project using this cedar, and it's going to last a lot longer, and it's going to look a lot cooler, I think. So right now we're going to be milling it up, and then we'll take it over to the shop and actually put it together, and I'll show you more of the design that I'm thinking.
That's how I would do my closet. What happened? Now it's a blade broke.
All right, so we had a little malfunction here. The blade broke, and we don't know exactly why it broke.
Could have just been old. We've used and abused this blade.
Kind of have. If y'all are familiar with sawmills, if there's, I guess, a reasoning for it breaking the way it did, yeah, we haven't changed the blade. So all the sawmill you've seen us done, we haven't changed the blade. So that probably might have been a factor in it. But we do have other blades. So luckily we have those. We're gonna stick these on here, and now that we kind of know, we probably need to be more cognizant of the blades, because we really didn't know that. We've never had a sawmill, so we don't know how long they really last. And we know cedar's a little bit softer, so you know, we learned a lesson. You know, just look out for your saw blades for sure.
I think the biggest lesson was don't get cocky, because we were sitting here being like, man, this blade lasts a long time, and then break.
It literally, like, that's what we said before, like, man, these blades last a decent amount, and then lo and behold, it broke. And
we've never put a blade on here, so
yeah, so we're gonna figure that out now.
Can't be that hard. So I believe this is the one that tightens. So if we get that on there first. Just make sure it don't pop off and hit you in the face.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, my face is the money maker.
But does that have to...
Well, I'm wondering if this will.
Yeah, I'd lower it like, I mean, go the other way.
The other way?
I think. It seems like it's going further back.
I can't tell which way it's going.
Oh, there.
Oh, you gotta move your hand. This thing's pretty
keep going,
much.
keep going, keep going.
There it goes.
Keep going. I'm pulling it.
Oh, okay.
All right, it's good now.
Pretty much where it needs to be. Feels pretty good.
Yeah. Small.
It's a good thing we got quality assurance out
That's
here.
right. That blade was easy to put on.
Yeah, it was. You tighten this sometime. Yeah, I forgot you put this together. You put some Loctite on it.
Yeah, on your mouth. Alright, now don't break the blade on this one. You're behind, it ain't gonna get you, it's gonna get us.
Yeah.
Well, it's all together. It may slap around, hit me in the knee.
Just go slow. Water's coming out too. Open up that flow. Oh yeah. Yeah.
This is it, boys, right here. And girl.
We can retire now, we figured it out.
Yeah.
Done.
I lived life.
Yep. Yeah, other than the little live edge parts,
That's not even
that's like almost,
an issue.
you'd buy that at Lowe's.
Yeah. Probably better than Lowe's.
Yeah.
You've seen Lowe's lumber.
No, I haven't.
Because it's gone.
Yeah. It's been a while since we've seen it.
All right, so we got everything milled up, and y'all, this came out really good. We kind of found some critiques that we did to get the lumber a lot better than normal. But this is pretty much all I'm going to need here. As you can tell, it looks pretty daggum nice. Really proud of it. Really like it and the way it looks. But right now we're going to take this and then we're going to go over to the shop and then we're going to actually put it together and everything. And another thing, before we leave the sawmill, we did, I think, figure out something with that blade. We got the blade on and it works way better. I mean, it cuts just like
A hot knife through butter.
knife through butter. Yeah, I was gonna say hot butter through a knife, which would probably be either way. It'd work.
Some people might put the knife down and then put the butter on it.
But
More than one way to skin a
but one
cat.
thing though is the blade broke, and we kind of started to look at things, and we kind of figured out the water wasn't running as well as it probably should have, and that could have been a cause of it. We don't know, because we're not experts in sawmill. But if y'all know anything, just kind of leave it down there. That probably is what it probably was. But we got that thing fixed. The water's running real good, and yeah, we're just really good about this sawmill. All right, we got the wood over here. Now I'm gonna just start cutting the dimensions I'm kind of wanting to make this, and then I'll start putting it together, and then I'll talk about the whole design and why we're making it the way we're making it. And I think I'm really gonna like how this kind of turns out, especially with this cedar wood. And it literally costed us almost nothing, pretty much. But let me cut this up, and then we'll start putting it together, and I'll tell you about everything. I don't know if you hear it. Let me know. Alright y'all, we are finally done with the processing stand. It came out very nice. It's kind of exactly what I kind of had in my mind. It's not too squared here on the bottom, but that's okay. And I kind of last minute put up these braces. This wasn't in the original design, but as always when you start building it, it was just a little flimsy and I didn't like that, so I just put up these. Now it's real locked. As you can see, you know, it does move, of course, but it's not going to be like blowing over or anything like that. So if y'all are wondering, you know, dimensional, if y'all are wanting to build this yourself, this is the way I built it. These posts is 5 foot tall, and then this post right here, I believe it's 5 foot 8 inches, because you know these are pretty much 4x4, so I wanted 5 feet in the middle. And the reason why I did that is right now you see one cone, but like as always, I always plan for the future. I'm wanting 3 cones. So because when you have 3 cones, you can do a lot more birds a lot quicker. So right now we just got 25, but if we want to ramp it up, this is one way you can make your time go a lot quicker, is having 3 cones, because you're doing more birds. So I left room for growth. Later, if we want to put another one, we can do that. That's why I made it the width I did. Down here on the bottom, all these pieces you see are 3 feet. All 4 of those are 3 feet. And you just go off in the middle, and same thing there. Make sure you get the middle, and then you just tack them in like I showed you before. And the one reason why 3 feet, and this is just the way I was thinking, you have your cone here. I was first thinking 4, but if you do 4, as you can tell here, this kind of kicks out. Now this is just my design. Y'all could probably think of a better design than I did. But if this is 4 out, I don't want to be hitting my foot. I don't want to be back here trying to do the chicken. Right here, I can come in the middle here right now, but this other one, this is a good spot for me right here, because the chicken comes down and then you slit it right here. And this is a good work area, and that's why I did 5 feet here, because you know Alex can grab a bird, she can pick it up, it's not too high. For me, it's not too low. Down here, you know, like I said, you pull it down, I'm not reaching down, I'm not bending down, we're not going up. I really think this is pretty good, you know, size wise for us. Now you just have to think about your family and stuff. You're doing kids, if kids are doing this, I think it still is a good setup for that. It's not too tall. So this thing right here, if y'all don't know what it is, it's called a kill cone, and that's what the chicken goes into. Now one thing I did maybe a little different is here I actually drilled a hole and then I put a bolt in here. I didn't just use a screw because I wanted to use a bolt, because afterwards if we want to take this down, take it off and clean it, if it's just easier. And this is going to be outside, but this is stainless steel, but I'd rather just keep this inside, so after we're done we can take it off, clean it, and then we can store it properly, you know, in my shop or wherever, so this isn't always attached to this. And then the next year when we do it, we just take it out, get the bolt and stick them in, and I think that'll be a really good system to keep this kind of out of the weather. It probably can stay in the weather, but I just prefer it to be indoors. So that's one little design that I did for that. One thing that I think is really cool about this stand is this thing was free. Literally, as you saw, we milled all this lumber up and it came out very nice, and you know, it's in a sense free. We just had to pay for a few screws. You know, this cone's not free, but other than that, this whole setup absolutely free, didn't cost us anything. And so we really like it about that. And I really want to try to do more projects like this, you know, incorporating the sawmill, because y'all know right now, at least in our area, it's hard to come by lumber, especially treated. So if we can kind of utilize the sawmill a lot for projects, you know, that doesn't need to be dried as much. You know, I know you need to dry wood to do a lot of things, but we're really liking the sawmill, so we really appreciate Jason letting us use it to make little things like this, and it helps us out, you know, financially. And I just think this looks way cooler than, you know, if we went out and bought, you know, lumber. I think this is a lot better than buying it. But guys, if you really like this video, please hit that like button. Any questions, leave them in the comments. We really appreciate y'all's support and everyone coming over here. We're getting new subscribers every day, and we're very excited just that people are coming over and they're enjoying our channel. So please subscribe if you haven't, and hit that bell for notifications. Notifies you of new videos that we post. But guys, as always, take care and God bless.